This is Paramaribo, the capital city of Suriname. It's the most successful multicultural society in the world, with influences from Indonesia, India, Europe, and Africa, all mixed in to create one of the most intertwined culinary experiences you'll find anywhere in the world. And to swan dive right into this experience, we were told that there's a particular Indonesian restaurant that we simply could not miss. It was promised to be a dining experience that we'd never forget, so we drove to the outskirts of the city and found what could be one of the most amazing restaurants in the entire country. Bob,
yeah.
Are you super excited for Indonesian food?
I'm really excited about this. I've had Indonesian food before, but I don't think it's going to be not like this. This is super traditional.
Well, I love Indonesia, so I am looking very forward to this. Oh my God, look at this. This is fantastic. This is amazing.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Look at the art.
Look at this. And then you've got this garden over here. Oh, wow. And there's albino Oscars in there. All right, so of all the restaurants that are in Suriname, this is one of the coolest places we have yet been.
This might be one of the coolest restaurants I've ever been to. It's all outdoors. It's all jungly and fish, and it's amazing.
This is amazing. So when I was in Bali, I fell in love with Indonesia, and being here at this restaurant, this takes me right back to Bali. This is a little piece of Bali right here in Suriname. So at this restaurant, you have to make reservations, and our reservation is in about 10 minutes. So my friends and I were gonna explore this place, just take it all in, then we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna try out the food here.
I want to stay here.
I know.
We're here midday, but I bet at night.
Oh, I bet at night this place is a totally different vibe. Look at this. They got a nature trail over here. You can have dinner right in this tent right here, right in the middle of nature. This is insanely beautiful. This is our table that is reserved.
Let Terry say it for you properly.
What is it, Terry?
Reserved. Reserved.
Reserved.
I know, but in your language.
Gereserveerd.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I am going to get the Blue Lagoon.
The Blue Lagoon.
But for cocktails, our bartender is not at place yet.
No.
I think she must be here at 1.
So no cocktails.
Not yet.
Okay.
Can I go back there and make it? I'm a really good bartender. I have no idea what I'm doing. So we're not going to look at the menus here because our friend Ashwin, who suggested this place for us and set all of this up for us, he took the liberty of ordering some of the best things that this place has on the menu. They're about to deliver it right over there. Okay, so explain to us what's here.
What's here? What you see? The chicken.
That's chicken.
What you
This is cut chicken.
Coconut chicken. Okay.
Brown one.
Soy sauce.
Yes.
Soy sauce.
This white rice, yellow rice, and coconut. Cooked in coconut milk. This is cooked.
So this is a cabbage and string bean salad.
Cooked and it's mixed in coconut pepper. This noodles. This is coconut
And curry, it looks like.
Curry.
Yes.
Coconut.
All right. So this is what Bob is going to eat by himself.
That's mine. That's my order
That's right.
right there.
That's right.
I don't know what anybody else
That is the most beautiful presentation. You're dancing. The presentation of the food, absolutely amazing. You know what? This is so beautiful. I don't want to destroy it to eat it.
I know.
Right?
I hope we're going to.
We're going to.
Let's destroy this thing.
We're going to dig in. We're going to sample a little bit of everything on this plate. What is your name?
Maddie.
Maddie. Okay, so Maddie right here is going to prepare this amazing food. Oh, look at all that curry inside.
Stuff.
Yeah, it's stuffed with curry.
Wow.
Look at how like, she chops with such care.
Alsjeblieft. Eet smakelijk, wat moet ik zeggen?
All right, thank you. Yay. All right, Bob, grab a fork. All right, so in all the restaurants that I've been to all over the world, I'm sure Bob will attest to this and agree with it as well, but that may have been the greatest presentation and the greatest delivery I have ever seen.
I've never had a meal danced to me before.
Nor have I. And now that it's happened, every restaurant that I go to better dance when they serve me the food.
Absolutely.
Because
McDonald's?
I'm spoiled now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got tongs. I'm gonna do
tongs.
this. Bam. I got chicken.
All right, and
Watch spoon there.
Watch us. Watch us. Bam. I've got chicken.
That's how it works.
That's right.
And then there's just a little, there's a whole bunch of stuff here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of all the different things. I don't know what this stuff is. This is like a salad. I mean, it was explained to us, but I don't remember.
Cabbage and bean salad with coconut curry,
Yes.
I believe. Could be wrong.
This looks fantastic. I bet that's more for tongs, but
Yep.
whatever. This is,
Look at
this
that,
I don't know about
bananas.
because, I mean, I guess you take the peel. Oh no! Look what I did to the banana.
Oh, it's drowning.
Maybe that's good for it. I
All
don't
the
know.
banana lifeguard.
These are green beans
Oh,
here.
green beans. Look at that. There is so much here. We could do an entire food review just on this plate. And then
some of this.
Nice and noodles.
All right, that's my plate for now.
That's a sizable plate.
I'm
All
sure
right.
I'm going back in.
I am gonna do the exact same thing. All right, so we have 2 plates of amazing Indonesian food.
All right, I want to try the 2 different chickens. There is 2 chicken here that's prepared. It looks
2
completely
different ways, right?
I'm gonna go in for this. Should we do our signature thing?
Let's go in for the soy chicken to begin with. You ready?
Yep.
Ting!
Oh wow.
Uh-huh. You know, we tend to think of soy as just an ingredient, not the main ingredient when you cook something.
I wouldn't say soy sauce if I didn't know.
Right, and I think that we need to rethink soy sauce, the way that we think about soy sauce, right? Not just a bottle on a grocery store shelf, something to make as the hero of a dish, and this is that hero. This is amazing. All right, now. You having this problem?
Keep doing that. I did.
Watch this. You ready? Napkin rolled up, and we'll just crumple it up in my hand. This is magic as it happens.
Oh, yeah?
You ready? Ha-ha!
Really good, Dave.
Ta-da!
That's gonna get a lot of views on this. Dave's Magical Adventures.
Right. Now, let's move on to the curry chicken.
Curry chicken. Man, that looks good.
That looks absolutely amazing. When she cut this open, and you could see that this was stuffed with
Stuffed
all
with
that
curry.
yellow curry, it was Pavlovian, the way that I salivated when I saw that.
I'm a big fan of curry. This is my most anticipated thing on the.
I'm actually a big fan of Pavlov.
Oh, you are?
No, I'm not. He abused dogs. Not a fan. Not a fan. All right, you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, ting.
Ting.
There's a right way and a wrong way to make chicken. It has to be moist, it has to be savory, and this nails it. I mean, that yellow curry sauce really gives it a nice bite to it. Let's review. Super meaty, super savory, super juicy, super tasty.
Is it also chickeny?
I did not consider that.
I find it to be super chickeny.
Super chickeny. This is super chickeny. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the crispy orange things. Do you remember what this is called?
I don't know.
I don't either. But it's crispy and it's orange, and we're gonna try it.
I'm going in right now.
Dude. All right, here we go. Crispy orange things.
Are they onions?
What are they? Potato.
Oh, potato. That's right. That's what they are. Potato.
Where would we be without you?
Thank you, Terry. So that potato is really good. It's sweet, but it's spicy. It gives a kick at the end.
It really does. I mean, that is that is
but
the
it
most
takes a minute.
interesting potatoes I've ever. I mean, the texture. They're little like shaved potatoes with just the right amount of spice, just the right amount of flavor.
They are exactly the texture of crispy onions that you would put on top of a dish or whatever.
100%. All right, so we are moving on to the curried coconut. That looks both curry and coconutty. 2 of my favorite, you know, I really enjoy curry and coconut together in one forkful.
I'm excited. to
This
try it.
could be orgasmic. All right, here we go. Oh, unreal.
Wow. I want a massive bowl of that. Just that.
That just fills your mouth with such happiness,
That's
right?
The flavor in that is so far my favorite thing that I've eaten here. Everything on this plate is fabulous. There's nothing on here that I go,
Unbelievably fabulous.
it's really good.
So as I mentioned before, Suriname is one of the most successful multicultural countries in the world. You have influences from Indonesia, India, all over the world that come to Suriname. And again, they bring their culinary influences with them. And here at this Indonesian restaurant, this may be better than some of the food that I've actually had in Indonesia. This was so enjoyable to eat and so flavorful. Each bite, each little piece of this dish came with its own flavors, its own unique flavor enjoyment. Is that good?
I think that's good.
Leave that in.
Good.
Yeah, okay, good. So one of the funnest things about this dish is look at this. It actually has these little bits of candy mixed in, and that is what you dig out and go on a treasure hunt to find and eat for dessert.
I'll say this, that sometimes when packaging or presentation is really great, what you're getting might not be as great, but the food definitely lives up to the presentation.
100%.
Maybe exceeds the presentation.
100%.
Everything from top to bottom is fantastic.
So now that we've tried one of the most incredible restaurants in the city, we wanted to experience something a little bit more, well, local. A little bit more home-cooked. A little bit more of how the locals eat outside the city. And in the village of Apora, a little community in the middle of the jungle that doesn't have any fancy restaurants or really any restaurants or cafes at all, it's here that we met Becky, who runs a little restaurant out of her home. And like most people here in this quaint village, she grows her own fruits and vegetables in her yard that she uses for the dishes that she makes for her guests. We'll see more of Becky's cooking in future videos when we get deeper into the jungle. But for now, Becky has prepared something simple and delicious for us in the restaurant she runs out of her home.
So this is Becky. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home and cooking for us.
You're very welcome.
What are we having for dinner tonight?
I made curry chicken and roti.
Ooh, all right. So this is curry.
Curry.
Everybody, did you hear me say curry?
Yes.
Curry. Everybody heard that?
Yes,
Okay.
good job, good job.
This is curry chicken here, and this is the roti. Roti is, think of it as an Indian tortilla.
And I'm Amy Benzie, and I'm gonna eat all this food.
You're not going to share it?
No,
Why?
because look at it. It
All
looks
right,
so
fine.
delicious.
Then you're doing the whole food review.
Okay.
So Becky, is this traditional Surinamese food?
Yes.
And it's influenced by Indian cuisine.
Yes.
All right, Amy, you go first and kind of illustrate how this works.
Okay, this is like Dave said, it's similar to a tortilla, but it's thicker and has a different texture. And in my opinion, much more delicious. Much more delicious. And then, some people eat the tortilla separate and the chicken separate, but I like to, of course, I take my chicken apart, which I'm going to do with my fingers because it's easiest. But I'm gonna tear the chicken apart and put it in my tortilla and roll it up and eat it like what we would call a burrito.
All right, so what do you say when you eat here in Suriname?
Smakalaka eten.
Smakalaka eaten. Smakalaka eaten.
Let me try it. I think I can say it better.
good.
You tell me if I say it better. Smakalata eaten.
Smakalaka.
Smakalaka eaten. Did I do it? I did
Yes,
it. I did
yes,
it perfectly,
yes.
didn't I?
Smakalaka eaten.
Take that.
Well done.
Yes,
Dave.
indeed.
You win this time,
I'm
Dave
going to forget what
Kaufman.
that is in 5 minutes. Smakalaka eaten.
And it's the equivalent to bon appetit.
Yes.
And that's Dutch because, well, Suriname is a Dutch-speaking country. All right, so I have got my big old roti. I am a guy who really loves roti. I really do. I've had roti pretty much all over the world, Singapore, other places. Not India, but that's coming soon, I hope. All right, so I've got my couple of pieces of chicken here. I am going to just kind of shred this chicken apart. And as I shred this chicken, I want all of that curry all over this roti. I don't want to waste a single piece of it.
Make it messy.
Make it messy, exactly. That's how to eat authentic Indian food here in Suriname. Make it messy.
Okay, so it has been about 4 minutes. Who can say bon appetit in Dutch?
Circa buki dakidu.
Makalaka Tiden.
Mekalekaha nekahaniho.
Makalaka Tieten. I just said it like Bob because I can't remember.
All right, so I've got all my chicken shredded off that bone. I've got all of that curry wrapped up in this roti. I'm just gonna roll this up like a big burrito and take a big mondo bite. So there's a couple of ways to eat this. You can do it like I did it, roll it up in a big burrito, or you can just kind of eat it like Bob is eating over here, where you just kind of daintily take a little piece of chicken, take a
I'm
little
always
piece of...
dainty.
You're very dainty.
I'm always dainty.
I mean, just to look at you, we know that you are dainty.
Super dainty.
And I respect that.
Yep.
But that is how Bob is enjoying his...
Knife and fork
chicken
it, you guys.
roti.
Don't make it too complicated. Knife and a fork.
I
Come
think
on.
rolling it up is the least complicated way. So it really doesn't matter how you eat this, just as long as you get it all in your mouth, and I'm about to take my first mondo bite. Oh wow, that chicken is so meaty, so savory, but like good Indian-inspired food, you get all the flavors of that roti, all the flavors of that chicken, and then afterwards, that little hint of spice in that curry hits you. But you know, you can go on the street, you can go to restaurants, you can try all sorts of Indian-inspired food here in Suriname, but to actually have it made home cooking right here in Becky's house as her guests, there's a little bit something special about this, and that makes it just a little bit more tasty. What are you drinking there? Some wine?
This is grape juice.
Grape juice.
And the word that you were looking for, the Dutch word for bon appetit is glimfjelm slinkselhaftem.
I believe I have to bleep that out for all the Dutch-speaking people out there. Well, this was absolutely delicious. Thank you for having us in your home, feeding us. We're going to head down the river. We're going to spend we're going to spend about a week and a half in the jungle from here.
Yeah.
And you're going to be our camp cook.
Yes.
What are you going to cook for us out there?
Crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
Yes.
Did you say is that a Dutch word that doesn't translate into English, or did you actually mean crocodiles?
Crocodiles.
Cayman. And what else?
And we're gonna have like wild meat, like maybe deer, lava.
So basically, what we hunt out there is what we're gonna eat.
Yes.
And those videos are coming up next. But right now, if you're hungry for more, there's a video to check out right there. If you're starving for more, there's a playlist to check out right there. Cayman and bushmeat. This is gonna be interesting.